Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of Avillion and Brayden Talks. Lot of football this last week. Lot of good football that we'll get into. There were some fucking heaters of games that got played. But yeah, we'll get into all of that. Somebody got fired as a result of one of these games. Very interesting. But yeah, before we get into any of that, we're going to be getting into this luscious-haired fellow next to me, Mr. Avillion Talks. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Anything to report from last week? I don't really think so. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I guess like anything I have to say is for either for the main section or for what we've been on, and of course the top three. Very very exciting top
Oh,
three today.
you guys don't even
Uh,
fucking know yet.
big top
I
three
probably put
today.
it somewhere in the title or thumbnail, though, so you might have an idea.
That's a top three we've ever done. I'm pretty sure.
Genuinely, yes.
Oh yeah, we should do top threes next week. But um, I'm very excited for this one. The sexiest host in the game, however, I need to ask Brayden, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, doing all right. Let's see. I so we've made plans now for when I'm gonna go visit you,
That
and
is
then
true.
now I'm gonna schedule a solo trip because I have that like hotel stay from when I went to because I got like a promotional hotel stay with that hotel I was at when I went to Pokemon Worlds that I'm finally gonna like schedule. Um, um, yeah, and then so I finally recorded the Nuzlocke. That's fully recorded. Pictures fully taken for the transition slides. You can see the
Let's
background's
see.
changed because I got Pokemon Ready in the background. You can still see the mic and one of the lights are still up. But yeah, I'll finally be able to just work on that video, get it out. Um, very excited to get that video out. Very fun. Um, then I think, yeah, I think that's about it. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy going on. Um, yeah, let's start talking ball, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We should discuss the games first, probably,
Yeah. So the
before we get
first game we
into
had was Rams Panthers.
heater.
Yeah,
Heater.
that was
Absolutely.
close. That was good. That was close. That was
Hmm.
fun. We're seeing this younger quarterback maybe establishing themselves a little more, even though it was a loss.
Hmm.
Like Panthers, like that's one of those
Bryce was
ones.
hooping.
Yeah, he was hoping. It was one of those games where coming in, it's just like the Panthers. Obviously, not the team and not in the moment, but like going, like you can walk away with this being a loss and still feeling great, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
Panthers just accepted Bryce's fifth-year option today.
yeah,
Good for Bryce because that was something people weren't quite sure. Obviously rocky start to his career,
yeah.
but good for him. Got the fifth-year option accepted, so definitely some reason for optimism.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you give him that. You give him at least that. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, because the question is, does he get top end quarterback money? I probably wouldn't do that right now, obviously.
No,
Um,
we got to see.
but this was a good. This I mean, showing up in the playoffs is a good first step into being able to get that kind of money.
Yeah,
So we'll see. But I mean, it's looking. I mean, future's looking bright for Carolina right now. Also, that division not good, so that adds to it.
yes. Oh, and Atlanta doesn't have a head coach right now. Bucks were probably inches away from firing Todd Bowles. He ended up firing multiple members of his staff instead. Um, which I mean, yeah, some changes needed to happen there, including the offensive coordinator Jonathan Wizard. So we shall see. But then obviously New Orleans is on the come up, and that is a
Yeah.
team that can reasonably be expected to be better next year, depending on how things go for them, draft and free agency wise. But yeah, you got to be excited if you're a Panthers fan right now.
Yeah, and then Rams. You had already since you had lost to this team in the regular season. it might just be a thing of, hey, this team might just have a good matchup against you. You managed to get a win, and at the end of the day, you won in the playoffs, so you keep playing. So
Yeah.
just take
Whatever
that.
went
Don't
wrong
be
this week, you can fix it next.
try not to be too concerned and just lock in for next week. Um, but man, I don't know because we'll get into it I guess for game picks, but it still shook me a little bit also because the other team like that they're going to be playing like tale of two halves. If I see that second half team, it's going to be hard to pick against them.
Right.
Um, yeah, but yeah, I mean that was a great start to the weekend for NFL football. So good,
Yeah. Yeah. That's damn good.
especially for what's expected. Like one of these teams has a losing record. Like you have
Yeah.
a team with a losing record in the playoffs versus a team that was in contention for the 1 seed most of this season up until the very very end. So for a
Right.
game to be that good coming out of that circumstance, absolute win for
Yeah.
fans.
Another bad special teams game for the Rams as well. That
Yeah,
is
it's a
definitely
big deal.
something to monitor. That's been their Achilles heel all year. It's what made them lose the Eagles game. It's what made them lose the Seahawks game. So we'll see. We'll see how that monitor that situation. All right, we'll see. See how that goes.
Any other points you wanted to talk about for Rams Panthers?
Um, Chris Shula, you can hear me. Chris Shula. Um, Tennessee's nice. It's a great weather state. You get all 4 seasons. No state income tax. So, if you ever think about moving there, um, it's not a bad idea. This goes. I'll just say this go. This goes for Jesse Minter and Robert Sala as well, and Jeff Halfley. Uh, all 4 of them.
You got so you got some names, which is good because there's so many open positions that it's
9
getting tougher and
openings
tougher to
now.
land on.
And you know what? The last time we were looking for a head coach, there were also 9 openings around the NFL. I'm tired of everybody else thinking they need a head coach when we think we need a head coach.
Yeah,
Let us have like a little bit shallower of a
it
stuff
should
here,
be
right?
10 spots. That there's a certain division that it should have been every single coach.
The second cheapest owner in sports owns that team, unfortunately. They don't want to pay multiple head coaches because they just extended that coach, I think, like last year. Something like that. It's pretty recent, so he's still under contract for a bit.
Boo.
Boo! I agree. He needed it real bad. Didn't get it. We'll see.
Joe Burrow must have like vouched for. I know you're saying the money thing, but even then,
I
they've
don't
been
know that.
spending a little more. Like,
Yeah, but like that's out of necessity, and if you don't have to pay 2 head coaches as a cheap ass owner, you're not going.
well, you don't have to have
So
an indoor practice facility, and they didn't for a while. Now they do.
yeah,
Why
but
couldn't that have been a sign of things to come?
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they decide to do next off season.
Well, next time,
Please,
yeah.
for the love of God, he needs to be gone next year.
Well,
Unless they win a Super Bowl,
they're gonna
which
make.
they won't, he needs to be gone.
They could.
No, they're not.
They could though.
They're not. They're
Dude,
not.
any game, any fucking season, if they have 2 players that if they're on the field together and healthy, they can fucking beat anybody.
Whatever.
Anyways,
You want to talk about
next game.
Bears Packers?
Yes, Bears Packers.
Yes.
Whoa, dude,
They
what
can't
a
keep
fucking
getting away
game.
with this, man. They
I
can't keep getting away with this.
I was like, dude, all right, Bears are out of it, and I texted the group chat. I was like, well, this isn't gonna go well, and then I texted was like, either this is about to be such a memed game. Since it's Bears Packers, it already was, but either the fucking best season in Bears history and however long ends in fucking losing to the Packers in the playoffs. Insane memes coming. Or the Bears have an insane comeback and beat the Packers. Insane memes. Well, obviously, one of those happened, and it was the way more fun option.
Yep.
The Bears, dude, if the I had this thought too. If the Bears end up making the Super Bowl, I will be painting my nails to watch the fucking Super Bowl. I will be painted up. I'll be matcha drinking. Like I'll be ready, dude.
If Caleb Williams ever learns how to play within structure, the league is fucked. Because if he ever just learns how to do the easy shit, Like, and you're willing to be patient with him on not knowing how to do the easy shit all the time right now because he does so much of the other shit where it's like, all right, yeah, so he does some scramble nonsense on 4th and 8, breaks a sack and throws it 30 yards downfield,
Bro, his fucking
like
fourth and eight, fucking
over
Air
two
Jordan.
defenders. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just nuts. One of the best throws anybody's made all season, especially
Yeah.
when context is factored in, down and distance, what kind of game we're playing. Like, that was the game right there. If he misses that throw, they do not come back.
I mean, I saw a compilation of Caleb Williams' like throw of the year candidates this year for him. Dude, oh my god, what that guy can fucking do with the football is insane.
Top 5 arm talent in the league. Absolutely. Just nuts. Especially like he's got like the prime Aaron Rodgers, like the just flick of the wrist and the ball travels 60 yards kind of thing, or with just like ridiculous velocity. So much fun to watch. If he ever learns how to do some of the simpler stuff, just not missing some of the layups, just not leaving meat on the bone offensively, because obviously Ben Johnson's a damn good damn good play designer, damn good play caller, who I think has gotten quite a lot out of Caleb Williams already that we didn't see last year. But
for
God
sure.
forbid
I mean,
he
they made the
ever-
playoffs. That's already one thing.
right, big, but I mean,
Two seed.
good lord, if he ever just makes the layups, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I don't think Dennis Allen's doing too bad of a job either defensively. I know they like teams move the ball on them, but they also take the ball away so frequently that it's like you kind of live with that. Kevin Byard leading the league in picks once again. Shout out Kevin Byard, still doing his thing.
He finally gets to play meaningful football.
I mean, he played meaningful football in Philly, I would say. Played meaningful football in Tennessee for a couple years, but anywho, really odd that the Bears and Packers, over 100 meetings between the two, and they've only met in the playoffs three times.
Yeah.
And that was the third time right there.
When I saw the stat the last time the Bears beat the Packers in the playoffs, it was like 1940, whatever the fuck. I was like, that's crazy. And then I saw that it was like they've played 3 times. I was like, all right, that's a lot less crazy now. That is significantly less crazy now.
What's really crazy is that when the Rams play the Bears this weekend, that will be the 15th different.
Yes, I saw that one too.
McVay will have coached against in 15 games. After this game, there will be only 3 NFC teams McVay hasn't coached against. The Rams, obviously, the Commanders, and the Giants. One of those teams hasn't been in the playoffs since. No, that's not true. They made it once in Dable's first year. Beat the Vikings and got bounced around too. Commanders made it last year. Didn't see the Rams. And then, obviously, he can't play himself, so never coached against the Rams. But he will have coached against every other NFC team.
Next year he's going to cross one of those other 2 off. Calling it now, somehow, some way.
I would like a Washington bounce back. David Blau, offensive coordinator. That's awesome. That's really cool. Good for David Blau, man. He was playing on Sundays just a couple of years ago. Already an offensive coordinator. Davis Webb's getting head coach interviews. He was on the Giants roster as late as 2022, I think. He'll be an offensive coordinator this year as well. Probably if he doesn't get moved up anywhere. Like if Vance Joseph gets a job, which I think he will. I think Vance is getting quite a bit of track. You don't lead the league in sacks 2 years in a row unless you're just a damn good defensive coordinator, regardless of the talent level. And I think he takes Davis Webb with him to call plays offensively, and could be. I think Vance could be definitely a better coach the second time around. We'll see how that goes.
He's also not going to be just jumping at any opening. It's
right.
He's not going to He's not going to the Browns. I've heard that. There's no way.
I doubt it. No, because if you've got such a good gig in Denver, I wouldn't take the fucking Cleveland job. I wouldn't take the Arizona job either.
The Browns is that's gonna be you gotta be that just I don't know. It just seems like a young guy who's just eager to move up. Because I just can't imagine
like a Grant Udinsky. That's why they're interviewing. They're interviewing Grant Udinsky. They're interviewing Nathan Shieldhouse. Guys who don't even call plays right now because they want to find the the hot young offensive mind who will.
And because like if Robert Saleh goes somewhere else, he's the number one thing he's gonna value is fucking organization stability. Like a good organization. He's not.
An
He's like,
owner who
I've been
isn't
through
a
the Jets. I'm not doing
fucking
this again.
moron. Yeah. So like Salah's definitely, but yeah, like Vance, especially for any retread, I think you'd maybe want to, if you have options, you definitely want to pick a little carefully because coaches really don't tend to get third opportunities. Like if you fail at your first stop, then you fail again at your second stop. You just kind of are what you are at that point. Yeah, I would say he has every right to, but. Yeah, great game, great comeback from Chicago. They've done it all year. Ben Johnson, completely rebuilt the culture in year one. Yeah, just had great game. I'm very excited to see what they do against the Rams this weekend. That's my thoughts haven't changed. I do still have the Rams winning, and obviously we'll get into picks later.
Yeah, for
But
me, it's a lot. I'm buying into just the aura of Caleb Williams. I'm buying into the Iceman. Like it's getting
I
tough,
understand.
dude.
I understand. Yeah, I think that's probably my thoughts on the game there. That takes us to Buffalo,
It
Jacksonville.
does make. I do actually want to. I
Okay.
do wonder what the greatest. I wonder what the greatest comeback is in terms of like. I don't know exactly what the measurement or formula would be, but like in terms of like points per minute or like whatever. However you balance like total points comeback versus like the amount of time to do it.
The speed at which you because Chicago in an instant just fucking
that was insane.
flipped that game over. Yeah, it was nuts.
But yeah. Now we can go to what was probably my most anticipated game going in, and maybe
this was the AFC Championship.
And maybe it didn't end up being my favorite of the weekend, just because I think adding on the rivalry of it, I think Bears Packers kind of takes it for me. But it still lived up to what it was, just being as close as it was.
Game.
Also, I think this was the game I texted. I was like, "This game is flying by." I said it to you guys at least once or twice. I was like, "This is going really fast for some reason." I don't know what it was, but that game was flying by for me. Also because it was a fucking good game. That probably helps with the way it felt.
Yeah.
But man, I like the way it ended in a way, but I also hate the way it ended in a way of just like, all right, here's the drive. And it's a pick, and it's immediately a pick. Yeah. But it was fitting if you just look through it narratively, like just through Josh Allen's lens of like always having your defense disappoint when you go on like a game-winning drive or what should be a game-winning drive, for them to immediately just get an interception. Like that's cool from that perspective. So that was a cool ending in that way.
Yeah, this is definitely. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. This is probably the clearest path there's ever been for Buffalo to get it done, to at least get to the game. Obviously, you got to go to Denver. It's never fun to go to Denver in January.
There's the huge question marks with Denver, like offensively with Bo Nix, but that defense is still great, and you're playing in Denver.
But I mean, playoff Josh Allen, like I trust it, man. Like
I'm with you 100%.
I don't know where the narrative came from the last couple of years that it was like, it was just that 2021 or was it 2020 where you had the 10 touchdowns in 2 games? It's like that's inflating his numbers, whatever. No, Josh been a dog in the playoffs, man. It's never not.
They had to have like turned on like these haters turned on that game, and then the very first graphic they show is Josh Allen's like playoff rankings, and they had to be like, oh shit.
Most all-time in yards per game, best touchdown interception ratio in playoff history.
That's the big one. Like that's the big one. It's like, guys, he's not turning it over and he's scoring.
Yeah.
What the fuck more do you want?
Mind you, he's doing this with you, me, and Khalil Shakir at wide receiver.
Bro.
Okay? Like, and Tyrell Shavers just tore his ACL. They're fucking fit. He played through the second half with a torn ACL.
That's insane.
He had 22 snaps with a torn ACL. Keon Coleman had 27 in the second half of that game.
Bro, I'm never shutting up about that. I would fucking... I played a whole half of football with a fucking torn ACL.
I played entire half of
playoff football, NFL football with a fucking torn ACL.
Won the game, by the way. Out of torn ACL. I put the team on my back.
Cooks just got to this team not that long ago and is like having to contribute heavily.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, bro. That would be a good ring. That's also a fun like story there.
I saw somebody say like, best part about watching the playoffs is finding out what team Brandon Cooks was playing for this year. Because yeah, it feels like he's always in the mix to some degree. Um, yeah, this was like my main takeaway watching the next two games, watching the Patriots and the Chargers play, and then watching Houston and Pittsburgh play last night, was that Jacksonville would have beaten all four of those teams by double digits.
Agreed.
And it is a shame that, and I mean, as soon as I saw the matchup, I'm like, this is just unfair because this is too good of a matchup, too good of a football game for
Yeah.
this to be. I know Houston is technically the hotter team than Jacksonville was because they had exactly one more consecutive win and it actually came against Jacksonville.
The vibe, though.
But I mean, but we're talking like
they had a longer heat, but the hotter team was Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville's offense is so much more dynamic than Houston's. Houston, like, I hate watching when Houston has the ball. Like,
oh my God, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. That was bad.
Score more than their offense. We'll get there, but
and I think Nico hurt? I know he had to leave the game.
He was in and out, I think, a couple times. He's definitely not 100%. We'll see. We'll see what that means.
Not like Stroud's consistently getting it to him, anyways, right now.
Goodness gracious!
Which,
yeah,
how do you not?
To especially when you don't like the other weapons in the room or like a couple
to me,
rookies and...
he should be a top 5 wide receiver. And if I just if I really close my eyes and really try to think of trying to even out based on the situations these teams are in, I probably would put him 5th. I am so high on Nico Collins.
Yeah.
But he's just not getting it.
Get him the fucking ball. Just throw him the ball. Well, and accurately.
It's not like he's a little guy. This isn't a fucking tiny slot wide receiver who you're if you can get it to him, something happens. It's this is a big motherfucker.
We'll get there. I had a thought. Mentioned this before the pod. I had a thought with Jacksonville.
You be thinking.
Obviously, no first-round pick this year. It's a tough salary cap situation. It's going to be difficult for them to, in theory, get better, at least roster-wise, this offseason. You are getting Travis Hunter back.
Huge.
But I think for one, that he's already had a major in year one in his NFL career. Sure. And you trade for Jacoby Myers. You get the emergence of Parker Washington. Obviously, Brian Thomas Jr. is still there. Is there any real point in not just playing him at corner full time? He may not want to hear it, but for one, it's his better position. 2, they need it way more than they need wide receiver help. It's just what's the return on investment of making him play wide receiver more than maybe 10 snaps a game next year? I don't see much profit in that. He's a better corner than he is receiver. The instincts are there.
It sucks because what he was doing as a receiver was getting better and better, noticeably each 100%.
Week. And I firmly believe he could do it. It's just you want him to play all 17 for you. You want him to be a contributing factor in those when you get to the playoffs. Well, he's got best corner in the league potential. I firmly believe that. I think he's that kind of player. I don't know if it's worth it to play him at wide receiver all that much when you have 3 very good wide receivers already on the field all the time. I mean, that's a conversation they'll have with him this offseason, I'm sure.
I guess I don't know if they have all of these guys next season, but this season they had Parker Washington, they got Myers, they have Brian Thomas Jr.
They extended Jacoby Myers as well because his contract was up. They've already extended him.
And then you have Strange at tight end, who is really good. You also just have enough wide receivers where you just spread this snaps and targets amongst all of these quality guys, anyways.
Right.
I guess I would say be more on the defensive side.
Not that he can't play wide receiver next year. It's the snap count's going to be a lot more heavily juiced to him in corner next year. I firmly believe that. I know he wants to do both ways all the time, and I know he said, "Don't draft me if you don't plan on playing me both ways." It's the conversations they'll have internally, whatever conclusion they come to. But I think some of it is just protecting his future as well, just making sure he's on the field in his NFL career to contribute late in the season, rather than not that his injury was snap count related. It's just shit happens. But year one you already suffer a season ender. You're gonna want maybe to think about how often you're using him if you don't think there's much. Like, you don't get much out of making him play a whole lot more on offense.
I would guess one injury, they don't alter whatever plan they had originally. They just go, okay, one time, whatever. Another injury, everything changes then.
Yeah.
That's how I'd view it. I don't know. I would be willing to just chalk it up to some bad luck. I know that's what you're saying. You're not saying it is the snap count related that caused the injury.
Right.
But just like internally, just be like, whatever, bad luck. See what happens next year.
But it isn't
Also, just
just
matchup to matchup.
Yeah,
like
it could be week dependent. It could be.
Hey, you match up better against their corners this week. You're going to be more wide receiver this week, which is what maybe they were wanting to do because he was more wide receiver. Like it didn't feel as it just felt it didn't feel as changed around each week. Maybe you do change it around a bit more, especially because then going into the game, the other team has to be like, okay, which side of the ball do we think he's playing more of this week? So could be interesting. We'll see. I'm excited to see him back on the field next year. He had some highs. Like he obviously has that one catch.
Oh yeah.
That one insane catch against Kansas City.
He's getting sandwiched. Yeah.
Yeah.
By those DBs. Yeah, it just didn't matter. So I'm interested to see how they handle his workload next season. What all they're gonna want him to do. But certainly, yeah, huge boost to get him back next year as far as how good this roster, because really the roster for the most part is mostly the same as last year's team. They really just did maximize a lot of these guys that were already in the building. So I am excited to see what they do with a couple more drafts. I know James Gladstone was pretty important to the Rams as far as like their later round scouting goes. I want to say he'd been a big part of their draft process the last few years. So yeah, should be interesting to see how that all unfolds. But great game. Again, to me, that's it's gonna. I'm gonna sound like an asshole if Buffalo loses. I do think that was the AFC Championship.
I'm with you too. I mean, we'll both look like idiots, but God, Josh Allen, dude,
it just feels like this is the year.
It's gotta be. Also, what a fun story for him as well. Be the road team every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Go and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Come over, yeah. Walk into your trap, take over your trap.
Consistently,
that's how he's got to do it.
And I can hear it now. Oh, so when Mahomes isn't there, he can do it. Oh, so when Burrow isn't there, he can do it.
Like, you know what?
Shut up.
Yes, on the Mahomes thing, and it is what it is. Like, it's not Josh's fault that Sean McDermott can game plan defensively for every quarterback in the league except Mahomes. Like, ain't shit Josh can do about it. Josh threw 5 touchdowns in a game once and still lost because Patrick Mahomes, in the span of 13 seconds, got his team into field goal range. Like, so I don't think people. I think the last couple of years have really made some people sour on Mahomes, and I think sometimes people don't quite put into perspective just how good Mahomes has been, especially in the postseason.
You're talking to me. You're talking about me.
I know you. Oh wait, never mind.
I don't hate. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm definitely more of a hater than you are, but no, I mean he's great. Like, this is already a Hall of Fame guy. He's been a Hall of Fame player. Like, his 3rd year in the league. Like, yeah.
Over the last, I think it was over the last decade, when a quarterback is under pressure on 20 or more of their dropbacks, quarterbacks are 4-22, except for Mahomes, who's 4-1, and that one loss was that Bucs Super Bowl, where, I mean, obviously he was running for his fucking life, pressure at the snap the entire game.
But do you think he's gotten worse? And worse, maybe that's too hard, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same.
I don't know that it is that he's gotten worse. I just think Kansas City has not drafted very well in the last few years. What he has had around him has either left or gotten older. And hell, that includes Andy Reid, frankly. I don't think he's quite got it the same way. I don't think Brett Veach has it the same way. I think, frankly, one way or another, Matt Nagy's contract is up. I don't think he's back in Kansas City next year. I don't think he's getting one of these head coaching jobs that he's getting. I can't, please no. But I think regardless, Nagy is not back in Kansas City next year. The one thing that's like, okay, I won't shoot myself if Nagy gets the job is that I know Nagy has already said he does not want to call plays in his next coaching spot. He just wants to.
What a
He's gonna delegate
insane
more.
thing you have to be like. Good thing. Hey, the good thing about our head coach hire is he's not calling plays.
Well,
Oh, what?
like Bears fans will tell you, Nagy built a good culture in Chicago.
Sure.
The
And it
problem
double doinked out of
was
the building.
yes. Well, losing. Unfortunately, there's no culture cure for losing. If you lose games,
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna lose a locker room, even if you're good.
The difference this go round would be having Ward instead of Trubisky.
Right, which I personally I believe is a pretty big upgrade, at least on a yeah.
Small
As far
sample
as like
size,
a
but
yeah,
probably.
I think year one Ward certainly impressed me more than year one Trubisky did back in. But yeah, and again he wouldn't be calling plays for him. And the Titans have interviewed now 18 different guys, 19 if you count Harbaugh, which I don't because it's not official yet. But a lot of these are a lot of these head coaching interviews are coordinator interviews. Like they're interviewing Brian Daboll, I think on Friday. That's a coordinator interview. They're not hiring Brian Daboll to be the head coach, but they might, like they did with Mike Vrabel when they hired Mike Vrabel, and they also interviewed Matt LaFleur for the head coaching job, and they kind of forced the marriage there. Like, hey, this is going to be
Now
your offensive
kiss.
coordinator. Like, it could be the same thing here. I've heard pretty well substantiated reports that it's possible that if if the Titans might hire a head coach, and then they might like Mike Borgonzi and company might facilitate coordinator hires as well if the guy doesn't have somebody in mind he
Do
wants
you
or
like
can't
that?
get the guy he wants. Depends on who. I mean, like if they've never worked together before, like it's there's always a question mark there.
Yeah.
Are these two guys even got to get along?
Because I would
Like
want my
I
head
would
coach
much
to pick his
rather.
staff.
I would much rather. Well, and ultimately, Borgonzi did say in last press conference he did that like those staff decisions will be up to the coach. So it's probably not going to be just straight up like, hey, this is your coordinator, whether you like it or not. It's hey, if you either don't have a guy in mind necessarily, or you do but you don't think you'll get him, we have a couple of guys we've talked to that we think, might be good, might be a good fit here. Would you like to meet with them? Or if you know them already, do you good, whatever sort
Yeah.
of thing. Rather than like, you're Matt Nagy, your head coach is going to be Brian Daboll. Or your offensive coordinator is going to be Brian Daboll, excuse me. So I would prefer, like again, like especially like if you're hiring Chris Shula, I would certainly prefer that he just brings Nathan Shieldhouse with him or something to be the offensive coordinator, or Mike LaFleur or whatever. So anybody from that Rams staff that he feels could do the job, rather than like Borgonzi and company facilitating the hire. But ultimately, I got a lot of faith in this front office, so it's like until they fuck it up, I'm gonna keep that faith. So I'm just gonna see because there is like even like Titans media right now, they have nothing. Like there is no like actual good solid report. Because really around the NFL, it's the first round of interviews for everybody. Nobody knows who anybody's hiring. Uh, there's rumors. There's probably like with the guys like Harbaugh, like I'm sure his camp is leaking out. Maybe some details. Like I have heard the Giants and Falcons are at the lead, and I have heard Tennessee is in third. But at the end of the day, it's speculative until it isn't. Like when we get to the final round of interviews, we'll probably have a better sense of who everybody's got to hire, obviously including Tennessee. But
When
right now,
do
even the local media guys don't know a thing.
when do like we see head coaches starting to get hired? When is that?
Like a week from now, probably was when we start to see the first dominoes fall. Because some guys are going to have interviews with guys and they love them and they're not going to want to let them leave the building. But also, like most teams this year are just interviewing more coaches than the league like ever has. Probably,
Yeah.
I think there will be a record broken for interviews conducted for the position this year because like like a lot of times teams only interview like 3 to 5 guys because they have a very short list in mind of like these are the guys we want. Teams this year are interviewing everybody and whoever because it's not a cycle with like standout hires in it. There's no Ben Johnson, there's no Mike McDonald this year. So you're looking at like you're looking at your Jesse Mentors and your Chris Shulas, your Jeff Halfleys, whoever. So a lot of teams are casting very wide nets. Obviously, Tennessee is no exception. So we'll see. But even like the local beat guys don't know what's going on yet. They haven't heard anything concrete. It's all just gut feeling right now from pretty much everyone around the NFL. So a lot of it's relationship dot connecting, which is I think a lot of the reason why you see Matt Nagy so heavily juiced to the Titans. It's just Borgonzi and Nagy are like there are some relationships where it's like I don't know about I know you have worked with people you'd never want to work with again, and I'd imagine the NFL is the same way. Just because two guys have worked together before does not mean they don't hate each other's guts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And also, it's just like, I don't hate him. I don't want to work with him.
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't volunteer for this guy to be like every day we're in the office together grinding tape and trying to put a draft board together or some shit. Like now, but Borgonzi and Nagy for sure, no question about it. They are good friends. Like Matt Nagy helped Mike Borgonzi with his interview prep when he got the Titans GM job last year. So I mean, it makes sense why that would be the dot everybody wants to connect. But yeah, if we can double back to these games.
I did. Oh, actually, for the head coaching thing, just one last thing. I did Google most head coaching vacancies in an off season, and the thing it says, it's like, while the exact record holder needs historical deep dives, whatever that fucking means, the 2024 off season and the current 2026 off season are contenders for most head coaching vacancies.
Yeah.
9.
There were 9 in 2024. I remember because that was the year we hired Brian Callahan.
So this
2 years later, we need a head coach again. There's once again 9 vacancies. Ridiculous.
I'm gonna assume
more than a quarter of the league.
I'm gonna guess that these 2 years are the years with the most, because the only thing I could think of is they're like, well, back in the day we didn't really like. There's not as much. I don't know, record keeping. Yeah, there's like 10 teams.
Well,
I don't think 9 of them were fucking. Yeah. So that's the only thing I can think of. So I'm gonna say
league needs a new head coach.
I'm gonna say 2024 and 2026 off seasons are tied for, which is so funny. Your team being in the search for both of those.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
Sauce.
Like, it's no wonder teams are casting a wide net this year, just because there's no obviously great candidates, and everybody else also needs a coach. So it's like, fuck, we got to find like the Dan Campbell of this class. Like, interview everybody. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see who we could bring in.
But so yeah. Anyways, yeah. So now we'll circle back to the games. The next one being, so we just talked Bills. All right, Niners Eagles. Yeah. This one
never in doubt for me. I mean,
what?
That's
dude,
big cock Brock. Man,
is there a better coaching staff than fucking San Francisco? I mean, with what they're having to deal with in terms of injuries, even including in this game losing George Kittle.
Oh, man.
And fucking
and didn't have Pearsall as well to start the game. And they're playing on Saturday? That's fucking evil. That's fucking evil. You make them play on Monday, and then you schedule them for Saturday the next weekend? That's disgusting. Seattle's coming off a bye, and San Francisco gets 5 days of rest. Roger Goodell, I'm not going to say what I need to say because it's not allowed on YouTube, but I have words for this man. That's evil. Genuinely evil shit. The most injured team in the league gets 5 days rest after
if they win. If they, and you know what? You probably are already the greatest. You might already be the greatest coach to not have a Super Bowl.
I was gonna say Kyle Shanahan, absolutely the greatest head coach to never win a
Super Bowl. The moment you get one, I don't know, dude. Like, it's getting ridiculous.
We need to have uncomfortable conversations if Kyle Shanahan ever wins a Super Bowl. I gotta start having some conversation. It's amazing. Every year there are some 49ers fans that complain to some degree about Shanahan. It's like, you have the best offensive mind of this generation coaching your team. Like, the best offensive mind of this modern era as the head coach of your football team. I understand you've lost 2 Super Bowls. I get, yeah, Steve Wilkes was your defensive coordinator for one of those, and Jimmy Garoppolo was your quarterback for the other one. Like, that shit ain't Shanahan's fault. Like Brock Purdy, like 5-2 in the playoffs in his career, and the 2 games that he's lost, the first one his UCL was falling off the bone, and the second one he left the field with a lead in overtime in the Super Bowl, and Steve Wilkes' defense lost that game. So, look, I know he threw the 2 interceptions in this game. They were not pretty.
Fuck it.
But like, man, I love Brock Purdy. Like, Brock also doesn't. It never feels like he hangs his head like after
Dude,
interception.
the moment he wins a Super Bowl, that movie script is going to be like they probably write this. They're probably writing his
Mr.
fucking movie
Irrelevant, the
script
Brock Purdy
as
story.
his career goes on, and they're like, dude, the
Yeah,
moment he wins that Super Bowl, we're finishing this fucking script.
yeah.
Because it's Mr. Irrelevant into like if he's a Super Bowl winner, bro.
Especially if he wins Super Bowl MVP.
That's dude, that would go hard.
I love me some Brock Purdy, man. I mean, like the playmaking ability is there. It's honestly, it's he's one of the better playmakers in the league as far as like just like running around making some shit happen. He does not get enough credit for it. Obviously, very accurate. If he just had like a little more arm, sometimes where I'm just like, man, if he just had a little more arm, man, that'd be so cool. But I mean, he doesn't need it. Like he's doing great without it. Obviously having Kyle Shanahan helps, but like we've already seen with Trey Lance, Kyle Shanahan just can't put any quarterback in the offense, and like shit just magically happens. No, Brock Purdy's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's the same guy every time he walks on the field. Like, throws the interception, he comes back, he's still healed. Like, still the same dude, still just running the operation. Yeah, fucking 2026 DeMarcus Robinson dotting up the Philadelphia Eagles. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, well, when I saw a 4th and long for the Eagles to win the game, I was like, yeah, they're just not converting that shit.
Bro, not to absolve Jalen. Regular 4 verts. That's the call on 4th and 11, like in the red zone.
Saquon up the middle. Saquon up the middle. AJ Brown deep ball. Incomplete.
You might cut out.
I got too loud. I got too excited.
Yeah. I can't believe like
you've seen that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Something like that. Season on the line. Could be the last play of the season for your offense. For you as an offensive coordinator in this league, you're like, okay, can I at least say I tried? No, you called fucking foot. You were playing Madden out there. That's fucking ridiculous. Hell, even anybody who's played Madden for more than 5 minutes would tell you 4 verts ain't the call there. Like, I just can't believe it. Everybody run straight. See what we can do. Sure enough, it didn't work. There were 3 defenders where the ball was. So that's what tends to happen. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't care how injured San Francisco was. It was Kevin Patullo versus Robert Saleh. I'm taking the Robert Saleh side of things 900 times out of 900.
They got to be praying he doesn't take a fucking head coaching job.
He's too popular of a candidate. He's going to. Unless he just does not get one that he feels comfortable with.
Because that is the how. It's not like would all 9 teams pass on him? No, absolutely not. Would the few that maybe he would consider going for end up going with somebody else? That's the maybe. If
I'm Saleh, like obviously Baltimore and Pittsburgh should be at the top of the list just because those are stable organizations that don't tend to fire.
He's like, I can't,
yeah.
dude. Yeah. He's looking at Pittsburgh. He's like, that's the exact fucking opposite of what I did last time.
Yeah,
that's
you
interesting.
Mean to tell me I can just coast every year with 10 wins and I can just stay forever? Like, okay, like Tomlin didn't even get fired. He was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna volunteer.
Well, he won a Super Bowl to have.
Yes, which certainly builds up some goodwill. But I mean, Doc Rivers won a championship once upon a time. Like.
You trying to say?
Yeah, John Harbaugh won a Super Bowl and he still got fired. Then Steve Bisciotti in the press conference today. Bro, funniest owner in the league. That shit
dude,
awesome.
I was like, no way he actually said it. Would if Tyler Luke makes that kick, is John Harbaugh still the head coach? One more week.
Yeah, for another week.
He's like, we would have lost in the fucking playoffs immediately. That's like, hilarious.
Mike Tomlin just resigned. He did? Yeah, it's what I'm reading now. He's like, holy shit, how awesome would that be? Like only if John takes the Pittsburgh job. Dude, oh my god, that shit's awesome. Oh man, that's
get that man a mic more often.
It kind of seems like Tomlin's done coaching, at least for right now.
Oh yeah.
But like he still has a few years left on his deal, I think. So he could come out of retirement, or no, he's not even retired. He could just say, "Hey, I feel like coaching again next year," and the Steelers could trade him somewhere. I don't know how much trade value he'd have, but like, yeah, he says, yeah, he's stepping down. He's gonna have a TV deal waiting for him right
Yep.
away. No question about it. That man is
I
great in front
think.
of a
Oh, I
camera and
think
a microphone.
specifically, it was worded as like he's like stepping back from coaching.
Yeah,
Like in general, is how I
yeah,
think it's
yeah. I
getting
don't think
worded.
it
So
doesn't sound like he wants to coach right now. So like, good
no,
for him. You know, again, if he wants to do TV, like obviously he put a microphone in front of Mike Tomlin. He's gonna say something funny.
yeah,
Uh,
we do not care.
or there's a reason I'm well compensated. Last year that after benching Justin Fields for Russell Wilson. Um, yeah, not Tomlin's a funny dude. A lot of personality there. Yeah,
Yeah.
if he wants to be on TV, he's gonna have a contract in no time. Good for him if he does. If not, either way, whatever he wants to do, hell of a career, no losing seasons. You won a Super Bowl. There's plenty to hang your hat on. You know, go sip some mimosas or something and just enjoy your Sundays, man. I don't know. But one thing I want to mention this about Jeff Hafley real quick,
Mhm.
as like obviously technically has been a head coach before because he was the head coach at Boston College for 4 years. I think it's worth noting that Hafley did not get fired from that job. He left voluntarily probably because he didn't like the recruiting grind. We see that from a lot of college coaches now, and decided to be the Packers defensive coordinator because he did not want to do. There's a lot more responsibility as a college head coach. You're a lot busier, a lot more working hours. So that's something that intrigues me with Hafley is that like he had a head coaching job if he stable at Boston College because the expectations there aren't great. So he's done it before and he's been a pretty good head coach. He just wanted to do something else. I thought that was pretty neat. But let's see.
Next game is
Yeah,
Chargers Patriots. This
Chargers
one
Patriots.
ruined it. The
Snooze
first four
fest.
games were
Goodness
great.
gracious.
In fact,
Yeah.
every team trailing with 2 minutes left won the game,
Yep.
which is that is
It's
so fucking good.
Insane.
And then this one comes along and just sucked. Like it's
snoozer.
not like an all time bad game, but like it wasn't for
Roman was fired.
for what we
That's
just had four straight games. This was a huge fall off.
bad.
Um,
It's just, I mean, at least this one, like, there was a lot of good defense being played.
Yeah.
Like, especially from like Jesse Minter really impressed me in this game.
but it was a level.
Titans interviewed him today, in fact.
It was a level of like the defense is so good that you just start one guy in particular you just start feeling bad for on the offensive side. You're like, oh my god, Herbert, they're hurting you. Stop! Stop hitting him!
He did not play well in this game though.
No, but I blame him zero. I just
the biggest Justin Herbert fan in the world, Mr. Theo, not his fault Ash, went on Twitter, I think today, posting a cut up, and he was like, "Yeah, I've never seen Herbert miss this many open receivers before, just straight up not see him."
Yeah.
Where it was like he's just fucking looking at him and not pulling the trigger. But and like every playmaking opportunity he did have, where he did escape the rush and try to find a guy, he missed him. Which would have been some tough throws, but like it's the playoffs and you're Justin Herbert, you got to hit that shit.
Yeah.
To the point about him starting out 0-3, like Matthew Stafford started out 0-3 when in Detroit, obviously, but like the Chargers really ain't run all that much better than Detroit is. To be honest, like the only difference between the two is that one of them is at Phillip Rivers. Like that matters. Yeah, I think obviously the offensive line, you've been missing both of your tackles most of this season. Certainly plays a factor. The wide receivers just stink. Like Ladd was not nearly as good this year.
Yeah.
QJ just kind of is what he is. Trey Harris is
His
still
best
coming
year,
along.
which is not good. Like the fact that this is his best year.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just not and the run game wasn't really going either. So not that he had much support offensively. And Greg Roman was fired for a reason. They need more, but also like there's some personnel issues there too. They frankly need more help at the wide receiver position, more help on the offensive line. That interior of the offensive line is going to need some big upgrades in the draft this year, because your tackles are coming back, and for the love of God, they need to stay healthy. Especially Slater, because it's a constant thing for him to be missing time. Yeah, that sucks. But I don't know. Some quarterbacks, like a lot of quarterbacks, struggled early in their career in the post. Like Peyton Manning didn't see much playoff success until he was like late 20s. Andrew Luck is frankly lucky he retired when he did, because if he had stuck around a couple more years, people would have had those conversations about him. Because Andrew Luck was not a great playoff performer in his time in the league. Didn't play a ton in the postseason, but when he did, there was a clear drop off. And like, I think it should be expected for younger quarterbacks to have their play drop off in the postseason, at least to a degree. Like, I know we saw Mahomes and Josh Allen have like incredible starts to their career as postseason quarterbacks, and like now we expect it.
Yeah,
That's not the norm.
Burrow goes to the Super Bowl his second year.
Right. Most quarterbacks do, like what we've seen from Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert. That's how most quarterbacks play in the playoff. Like even from Drake May to a degree in this game. Like Drake May wasn't.
Yeah,
he
they
was
had 16
fine.
points.
He wasn't bad, but he definitely wasn't good in this game. I think he was fine. But now he's got to play against that Houston defense. Jesus Christ. Good news is CJ Stroud is playing some horrible football.
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and talk about that game? Because I feel like there's not a lot much else to say about
the
Patriots.
God, Stroud. What the fuck?
Goodness gracious.
I know you weren't having that good of a year to begin with, but that was dog shit.
Last year wasn't great for him either, in all fairness. But like, yeah, this year hadn't been great. Some of it's personnel, like some of it's just like it's Nico Collins and friends at wide receiver. You got a couple of young guys.
Well, no, they got fucking Charlie Kirk out there, dude.
Yeah, according to Stephen A. Smith, we see Charlie
Bro,
Kirk.
Stephen A.'s reaction when he realized what he said was also really fucking funny. Where he's just like,
my apologies.
He was like, "Oh, Christian Kirk, yeah, I'm sorry." And then like it clicks in his head when he did say it. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my God."
Oh my goodness. Yeah, one of the funniest motherfuckers. I almost kind of a little bit believe that was intentional. Because it's Stephen A. And like he wants his name in the headlines. Not that he has to work very hard to get his name in the headlines, because it happens all the time. But like, that's a great way to do it right there, is to just call him Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, 8 catches, 144 yards.
The Texans' social media account is tweeting him, calling him C. Kirk. It's like, you don't do that for anybody else with the first initial, but you're doing it for Christian Kirk. Whatever, man. I know what you are, but
a fucking funny guy.
Yeah, something like that. Man.
Damn, Woody Marks, 19 carries, 112 yards. And a touchdown.
Not a single rush for less than a yard. Every single rush yielded positive yardage.
Yeah.
First time that's happened in a playoff game since 2000.
And also, it's no crazy long runs either, because his longest was 20 yards, which, obviously that by itself is a good run.
Sustained, like...
No crazy breakaway.
Chipping away at him, yeah.
Nick Chubb, 10 for 48.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, so, I mean, the run game was there. The defense, oh my God, the defense was obviously fucking there.
This defense is generational, dude. This is a Super Bowl caliber defense. It's a shame this offense has, like, very little pulse. Because this defense...
I'm telling you,
this is a championship.
What I would have done for a fucking combined Texas team, if just the fucking Cowboys offense combined with the fucking Texans defense...
Not fair.
That would have been disgusting. Oh my God. Fuck.
Oh, that's
what this state deserves, dude.
This Houston defense is so fucking good. And
yeah.
It's wasted on... Yeah,
well, maybe it's not wasted. We'll find out.
I think it is, but we'll see.
If they go to an AFC Championship game, is it Super Bowl or bust for the defense?
No, because they're still making it the furthest that any team in that history that franchise has, because they've still never made it to that game before. Yeah. So, only team in the league to never play in a conference championship game. So if they win this weekend, it's already the best season in Houston Texans history, easily. So, you can hang your hat on that even if you don't win a Super Bowl, which I don't personally believe that they will. Yeah, ugly ass game. Like I went to go take a shit when this game was 7-6. I came back and it was 30-6. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck happened? And it was 2 defensive touchdowns for Houston, as well as I think Houston had scored offensively like right before I left, or right after I left rather. Um,
Well, yeah, let's see.
yeah.
11 minutes left in the game. Aaron Rodgers. Let's see. Oh, that's the fumble. And then yeah, 3.5 minutes. That's the touchdown by Woody Marks, and then touchdown. That's the pick six.
Mm, mm.
But yeah, what a boring, like the final 2 games just did not live up to those first 4. Not at all.
No, yeah, definitely. Um, let's see. Do we want to? Is there anything other like anything else coaching? What we kind of hit on all like the Tomlin stuff or
Yeah, we already hit on the Tomlin stuff
by
last week. We
association.
talked a lot about all the other open slots, so I think we're kind of
Yeah.
good on that combo. Because Harbaugh got fired right before the pod started.
Right, and you actually found out on the pod.
Yeah, which was fun.
Yeah, that was.
I guess we could do picks for.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do.
For next week, or this week, I guess.
We might even see the first couple of coaching dominoes fall like the day of the pod next week. We might already have hires to.
That'd be fun. I hope at least one gets hired while we're recording.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, and then you see it so I can do the guessing game.
That would be fun.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So the first game is Bills Broncos.
Real quick, I just want to say only one quarterback still left in the playoffs has ever won a Super Bowl, and that's Matthew Stafford. And like, I wouldn't even hate to see him win a second one.
Yeah.
So no matter what, I can't really be mad at this year's Super Bowl winner. Well, I mean, I don't want to see Houston win it.
Super Bowl and MVP. Like if he does win the MVP, it seems like he's going to. Dude, what?
Yeah, hang your head on that.
Where we start ranking Matthew Stafford all time?
I still wouldn't get too crazy just because, like, other than maybe the last couple of years, there really hasn't ever been a time where Matthew Stafford's been a top 5 quarterback in the league in a given year. Much less, like, I saw somebody say he might be top 5 all time if he wins MVP in a Super Bowl this year. It's like,
He might have been. He could have been top 5, and we just never knew it.
Maybe if he had been, in a better offensive situation beforehand, like, and don't get me wrong, Stafford's still a Hall of Famer. I firmly believe, but I like. Again, like at no point before maybe the last couple of years has he ever been top 5 at his position, and I do think that matters as far as like calling him a top 5 quarterback ever. I don't know where I'd rank him all time. He's certainly a top 50 quarterback ever.
Him or Joe Namath?
Him or Joe Namath? Well, obviously I'm taking Stafford. Like Stafford's a better player than Joe Namath. Like I don't know, it's hard to compare across eras because yeah, Joe Namath was the best of his time, but obviously, like, who's just pound for pound the better quarterback? No question about it. If Stafford was playing when Joe Namath was playing, Stafford would hold every record ever.
No, they would have fucking dragged Matthew Stafford into the streets and burned him. They would have been like, that's not how you can. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
There's some witchcraft going on at the quarterback position here.
But anyways, Bills.
Oh, you saw the comment I left on your your video. Yes. Oh, not necessarily good to have pans just sitting in them because it can cause those issues. Bills at Broncos. I will take Buffalo. Vegas actually has Denver favored by 1, which is
pretty much nothing.
Whatever. Yeah, it's basically
pick 'em.
The over under is at 46. That's an interesting line. I kind of like exactly where that line is. 46 is perfect.
They're usually pretty good at setting the lines.
This game could end like 26-20 Buffalo. That's sure. Well, I'll take Buffalo to win this one.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They're a much more experienced team in the postseason. Not that Sean Payton won't have his team ready for postseason football. He's a good football coach. Just Buffalo's battle tested, done this. They've been doing this.
This is Bo Nick's first playoff game, right?
Did they make it last year? Were they the 7th seed last year?
Were they?
I think they were. I think they played. Let me look it up. Boop.
No, that's this year. Okay.
Nope, that's not what I want
Yes,
to watch.
yes. And
Okay,
they
they were the
played
7.
Buffalo.
Okay,
31-7.
Okay, well, I don't think it'll be that bad this time, but yeah, I still think
Yeah.
Buffalo wins this game.
Niners Seahawks.
I will take Seattle's favored by 7.5. I don't know if I like that very much. I know they
Seven
had
and
the
a
week off.
half.
They're at home. That feels big for like.
Divisional game. Like,
Side note, we are watching God's coach in the NFC side of things in this bracket right now. Mike
yeah.
McDonald, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, and Ben Johnson. We are watching the greatest in the business here. If only Liam Cohen could have made it a bit.
It's 3 offensive guys and 1 defensive guy on the NFC, and then it's 3 defensive guys and 1 offensive guy, right, on the AFC?
Sure is.
That's a fun little mirror. That's a little mirror right there.
4 defensive head coaches and 4 offensive head coaches left in the division around here. Just goes to show you can do this multiple ways.
Yeah, I don't like the idea. Some people are like, there's just no point in hiring a defensive head coach anymore. I'm like, all right, let's not get fucking crazy.
Mike McDonald won 14 games and had a bye week in the tougher conference this year. Like, the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, I'm still taking Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle.
Houston at New England. I will take the Patriots, but
same. Very hesitantly.
Like, I don't know that I trust like Stroud's playing like shit right now, and Drake May, it's his first time experiencing playoff football. Looked a little shaky against the Chargers. Maybe he's, the nerves have settled a bit now that he's done it and knows he can do it. He's 1-0. So best playoff record of any quarterback ever. He's 100%.
I mean, if the Texans have the first 3 quarters they did against Pittsburgh, I just don't see them being able to win.
Yeah, I don't see I think New England's going to do a little better job of putting up points, certainly, in Pittsburgh.
Just a little. Like, even not... Yeah.
What's the over-under on this game?
And the Patriots...
That's too high. That's too high, honestly.
Yeah, I'll take the under on that.
Yeah, I'm slamming. What are we
doing?
What are we doing? Rams Bears.
This is a tough one.
I'm taking the Rams. I'm going to maintain my positioning here. I do think the Rams will win this game. I do think this will be a damn good football. I am very excited. This might be the one I'm most excited.
Oh, for sure. Also, I want to say I'm very happy with the times this weekend. Sunday Night Football is earlier, or like the last game on Sunday is earlier.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not having to stay up fucking late as hell to watch it.
Yeah, go to bed at midnight.
Reasonable fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much love that. But yeah, you know what, baby?
Do it.
Bear down. I'm gonna ride with the fucking Chicago Bears. I'm in it. I'm feeling it. DJ Moore is looking good. That's my guy. Forever my guy. It's my twin flame. Give me the fucking Chicago Bears in a tough one, in a close one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the picks. So I think we just disagreed on Rams Bears.
Yes. The only game we disagreed on last week was Jags Bills. So you went 4-2. I went 5-1. We both had good weeks. Hopefully this week, another good week.
For sure.
We shall see. Oh, you know what time it is?
Dude, it's
top
time.
3, baby.
Top 3 of the week. Our pitches for Pokemon Lego sets. Pokemon recently announced 3 Lego sets. An Eevee, a Pikachu with a Pokeball, and then the 3 Kanto starters, Final Evos.
The 3 most milquetoast fucking plainclothes sets they could have made. They made them. And, don't get me wrong, I'm buying the fuck out of that Eevee.
Yes. I will be getting the Eevee. It's the only one I can fucking afford.
Exactly.
Especially if it comes with the gym badges, because it's a gift thing. I think if it comes with that one, sick. Yeah, I mean, obviously those were the kind of ones they were gonna pick. Also, because it also lets Lego gauge just how much of a demand there is for Pokemon Lego sets, and then it lets them kind of branch out after that.
Which the answer is yes.
Oh, of
By the
course, it's
way,
gonna print money.
it's gonna sell like nothing.
That they slapped
Um,
an insane price. Although apparently, I mean, for Lego, that's not insane. I was hearing like people who are really into
it's
Lego
not.
specifically. They were like,
It's not.
they
Yeah.
they were like, hey, piece like the ratio of like price to piece count. That's actually like relatively good. Is what
Yeah.
I was hearing. Um, but I mean,
Yeah.
still, Lego's just
Legos
expensive
are
as
pretty.
fuck. Like
Yeah, it's just plastic, man. Like there's no need. But yeah, it's fucking.
$650.
And that set looks dope as fuck. Don't get me wrong. It's
What sucks
great.
is I might save up for it. I might save up for it. I don't know. Because
The
like
starter set looks great, but it's so
Because if you'll see, I have like the Mega Blocks ones back here, and then you can't see them. They're behind this chair. I have more. Um, but I love like that combining those ideas. So like, I was thinking
yeah.
about it. I'm like, ah, fuck, maybe I save up and get it. Just like because I'm gonna get the Eevee. I'm gonna get the gym badges. Maybe one day get the Pikachu. Save up. Live stream putting together the
Yeah.
sets like I did with this Zelda one. Good fun. And I just building this Zelda set. I was like, dude, sitting down building Legos, sick,
Yeah.
sick as fuck.
Sick as fuck.
But anyways, we've got ideas for some Lego sets we would like to see down the line. Um, we both have honorable mentions, so if you want to
We do.
share your honorable mentions,
Yes, I have two. The first one is the one that I sent earlier. This is just the obvious one. Stack Attack needs a Lego set.
right?
Like, we don't need to play any games about this. There's no question about it. We need a Stack Attack a Lego set.
Once they
My
branch out of Gen 1, I feel like
yes,
that's going to
which
be a quick.
should be immediately. By the way, I
I
am
think
sick
it
and
would be.
tired of.
I would like,
Yeah,
you know what? I would like each drop to be
a new gen.
each gen. Like, just go down the line. That's fine. If you go down the line,
That's fine.
the first
That's
release
fine. I can live with that.
being all Kanto becomes a lot easier because you're like, oh, that's just
Right.
they did Gen 1, now they're doing Gen
Sure.
2. We're gonna get there to other gens.
So, my other honorable mention. I want like a set featuring all 4 seasons and all of the forms of Deerling and Sawsbuck. I think.
Ooh,
Um,
that would be a beautiful set.
something a little pretty. Something nice and naturey. Some different. You know, environments with the 4 seasons in it, just and get the different forms of Deerling and Sawsbuck in there. I think it'd be pretty neat. This was initially my number 3 until I came up with one that I thought was better, and so this got pushed down. I'll mention. I did want to mention it though because I do kind of like this one. Your honorable mentions.
So my honorable mention is it's just dumb. Like it's just an Incineroar, but it comes with a Wolfie minifigure. Uh, that's
Sure.
that's it. It's just a little gag, a little goof, a little fun idea there. If they really want to shout out the competitive scene. But yeah, just a little joke there. But yeah, that's my honorable mention.
All right. My number 3. I want like a past and future set with all the Paradox Pokemon in it, including the box legends, and like the worlds are like morphed together, like some kind of like space time collapse where it's like, fuck, you can make Dialga and Palkia involved in this if you need to. I don't bring the fucking creation trio in if you gotta, but like, yeah, something happens where the past and future are now colliding. Got all the Paradox Pokemon and got like, environments mixed up. I think that'd be a pretty sick ass set.
That would be sick.
So that is my number 3. That was the idea there. Your number 3, sir.
My number 3. This is just for me. This is just what I would want so bad.
My number 2 is.
It would just be a to scale version. Might be too much. That might be like a $2,000 fucking Lego set, but a pretty big size Fuecoco. Just straight up, just the fucking Fuecoco waddling around. Yeah, just a big ass centerpiece for the table.
Mm-hmm.
Let's gather around, eat dinner, and I'll just look at Fuecoco in the middle of the table.
Just look at the fucking Fuecoco.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's right. Boom. Imagine this little guy in some Legos, dude. But yeah, that's my number 3. Your number 2, sir.
Yeah. So there's a Pokemon 2 notches to the right, at least from my angle, of Fuecoco there. little turtwig up there.
Yeah.
So my number 2, I thought this was so cute. So Torterra, it's got that big ass tree on its back, right?
Yes.
Torterra providing shade in the elements to all the other grass starters, like the stage 1 grass starters. That's fucking adorable. And I'm like, I need that for myself because I fucking love Torterra. And I love Snivy, obviously. And I love the grass starters in general.
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
as a whole, getting like a set for each start, like all starter types, like in a biome environment with each. And that one for grass being a Torterra would be sick as fuck.
Give me Torterra with all the stage 1, including Turtwig, riding Torterra's back, hiding under the tree.
Dude.
Like, to get some shade, either from the sun or from rain, whatever. Just standing under the tree for some shelter. Like, that'd be so fucking cute, man. I don't know. Like, I love Torterra. I love the grass starters. I think that'd be awesome.
This Lego Pokemon partnership is going to ruin me financially.
Oh, I'm gonna spend so much fucking. When are they available for order? Say.
I think you could. I think you can pre-order now. I think they're available like February 27th.
Tomorrow, I'm getting the Eevee.
Yeah, I get paid Friday. I'll be pre-ordering the fucking the Eevee as well, unless if I have to pre-order the Pikachu to get the gym badges. Like I kind of want those pretty badly too.
Understand.
Cool, but anyways, yeah, I'm getting that Eevee for sure. But yeah, that's a great number 2.
What's your number 2?
I'm actually I don't even know. I keep flipping my 1 and 2 back and forth. I'm gonna go with. I think this one's a little more niche. So I like in terms of interest. So I'll put this one number 2. And I would really like, and I don't even know entirely how they would do it, but I would like a little set of Pachirisu winning Worlds. I think that would be really cute and really fun.
Adorable.
Like he's got like either got like the helping hand thing above its head, or like it's holding the little trophy, the Pokemon Worlds trophy. I think a Worlds winning Pachirisu would be really cute as a set. Whether you just like recreate like one of the battle scenes from the World Championship that year, or it's just like a bigger Pachirisu holding the trophy. Either way, I think that'd be cool as shit. Really cute. And because that might be the most iconic like single moment in like competitive Pokemon, at least on the VGC side. Pachirisu winning Worlds in I think it was like what 2014, 2016?
Yeah.
One of those 2 years. But yeah, I think that would be cool as hell. Your number 1.
You know me.
I do know you.
You know me. I love me some Gen 5.
Yeah, I know that.
It's been fairly well documented, I say.
Yeah.
Gen 5 best Gen. Give me Reshiram and Zekrom. Give me a Yin Yang set.
Ooh,
give me them.
That would go hard.
Give me the way their bodies are contorting. It just makes the fucking symbol. And like, give me that. Yeah, give me that shit. I'm buying it. Price tag. Not as descriptive as my other one. That's simple stuff. I want those 2, and I want some yin yang bullshit.
Would you have it where like what they're like the base that they stand on, like it's the yin yang symbol, and the dot on the center is like them on it?
Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't think about it that way. I figured it was like the way I thought. That'd probably be more expensive. I had it like they're kind of like swooshing together a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like the symbol. But either way, some kind of concept with
some yin yang with the 2 of those. That would be nice.
Or fuck it, give the way they reveal full form Kyurem is through a Lego set. Fuck it. I don't ever need to see it in a game if I get a Lego set. That's fine. I just need to know what it looks like. give me all 3 dragons put together. You can see it. Just need to see it one time. Yeah, you're number 1.
All right, my number 1. This one, it just feels like more like what a lot of Lego sets kind of are, and I think it'd be cool with a Oak's Lab, and like the top is off, and you build it up, and you have like you put the little 3 starters in there. You get like a red figure, a blue figure. You get Professor Oak. You get to make like little mini Pokedexes that you put in there. A little incubator or like healing, whatever is in there. The PC. Yeah. Maybe you could throw in even a couple more Easter eggs in there. I That just feels like something that would be a Lego set.
Yeah,
I think of all of
obviously that would
these,
be good.
like that one feels the most adjacent to what Lego has put out in the
Yes.
past. But honestly, I think that my favorite idea that got presented, I really like your grass starter idea.
Dude, as soon as I came up with that, I'm like, that's gonna bang. Like,
that's like
oh my god, that's
such a
so
heater.
that's
Um,
so good.
yeah, I like the idea of like little biome ones showcasing all 9,
Yeah,
10 starters.
some shit Torterra would do, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like he'd be a little gruff about it, but he'd do it.
yeah,
I do love him. I'm very proud of that. I love
yeah,
me some Torterra, so
yeah. I
I
mean, I
kind of
love it too.
I hope I get Turds Big when platinum. I really do. I love all three of them. I will
Right.
not care. I just kind of hope it's Turtwig.
Yeah, that's who I want as well, obviously. Although, like I said,
Uh,
that is the best starter true of all time, so I'll be fine with whatever.
yeah, you won't get any argument out of me. It's fair.
Yeah.
Is what we've been on. What we've been on,
Yeah,
Tom.
what you been on?
All right, so it's a new year. You know what that means.
It's
Sometimes
a new
there's
you.
new
Oh,
music coming up. Oh well, not
new,
quite.
new Jacob.
Um, let's see. I have listened to two new albums. Well, technically one album, one EP. So first we've got My Lovely Yellow Combi by Loop Cinema. This is a glitch pop album, 6 songs, it's 56 minutes long. I loved this thing. I thought it was a really pretty listening experience. Uh, Definitely had some fun with this one. Quite fond of it so far to start the year. And then um, we have Aguas Raras by Renato Oliveras. And this is once again, I'm back at it with some Chilean art rock.
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
you were posting
this is
about you were sharing about that in the group chat.
this is don't nobody got Chilean art rock like I do. Yeah, I got a deep Chilean art rock bag, and it only got deeper listening to this thing. This is pretty good. I actually forgot to add this, I think, to my list. I want to actually really like document and log all the new albums I listened to this year to get an accurate number of just how many. Um,
There's probably an app for that.
there is. Well, there's a website for it at least.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me. But it's the website I've been using. These are currently the two highest rated projects that have come out this year. Uh, excuse.
Just
So
realized
I
I've been
want
going
to.
off my webcam mic this whole time. The microphone I have like right in front of me isn't
Let's say
plugged
it
in.
does sound a bit. It sounds a bit different, but it sounds fine. Like I haven't noticed
Yeah.
that issue. But let me add this to 2026. Yeah. Let me give that a sip. Sounds all right. Yeah. So now I want to really be. I feel like every year I kind of start like somewhat wanting to like really document, and then I'm not very good at like keeping up with it. So this year I want to do a better job of fully documenting and ranking all the albums I listened to this year. So that way I've got the composite list put together at the end of the year. So let's see, what else have I been on beyond that? Um, haven't played any new games recently, I don't think. Let me check. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think. I think that might be it. Might be it for this guy. I think it is. Pardon me. Yeah, yeah, that'll do me. All right, what have you been on?
I saw Marty Supreme.
Very nice.
Gas. Did I talk about that last time? Maybe I did already. Maybe I had already seen that.
You did,
I
I
did.
think.
Because I really that shows you how little I've been on some shit. I'm telling you what I was on fucking 2 weeks ago.
I just totally forgot about something we didn't talk over. Once you're done with this, I do want to double back to something. We
Yeah.
didn't discuss it at all here. Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
sorry.
I started streaming Ben 10 Alien Force Field Gex Attacks finally. Had a good first
Very
solid
nice.
stream. YouTube now lets you stream both like horizontally for video and then also like vertically for like short form like live streams. So
Interesting.
Hey, the more ways I can fucking get out there, the better, you know? So I'll be taking advantage of that. Um, the fuck else have I been on? Shit, I ain't been on much. Just, just, yeah, I guess that's it. I need to, because I was doing a Batman rewatch, and I saw Batman Begins. I need to watch The Dark Knight. A crazy one to be waiting forever to watch, because it's like, great.
Right.
Yeah, I need to do that soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's about it for what I've been on.
Real quick,
Yeah.
little college football. So the national championship is
Just
set.
kidding.
So Miami did beat Ole Miss, and Indiana beat the piss out of Oregon. Beat them so bad to where it's like I've got like real big concerns with Dante Moore under pressure, and
Yeah.
like he's probably gonna declare because we just saw Raiola transfer to Oregon, and I guess there's been some report that Raiola's willing to redshirt for a year, but it's like he's a 5-star with who's already played for 2 years. Like, should he really want to do that? I don't know. I mean, it's his prerogative, but like,
Maybe they just put that out there so like people can. There's still weight to Dante Moore announcing it himself.
I maybe,
Because
but like,
I really don't. I can't
I
think
don't
of it
know. I don't know,
either.
but I feel like teams are going to be so desperate for a quarterback that like somebody's going to be pigeonholed into taking him in the first round anyway. So it's like
Well, we actually know. We
we're
already know who that is.
yeah, it's the
It's
Jets,
the
and if
Jets.
it's not the Jets, it's the very next pick. It's the Cardinals if the Jets aren't going to. So like, yeah, frankly, if Aaron Glenn doesn't draft the quarterback, like he's fired. Like, what's the alternative? Like, you suck again. Like the only reason they didn't fire him yet is because he still has 4 years and $40 million left on his deal, and they don't want to pay a $40 million buyout right now for Aaron Glenn. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's national championships coming up. Very excited for that. I do think that should be a fun one to watch. With Miami and Indiana.
It'll be
But
yeah.
yeah, I think that does it for us today.
Who you picking?
Oh, real quick, okay, I will pick Indiana. Although
Who,
the
sirs?
only thing that concerns me is that Miami's offensive line, I feel like, can hang better with Indiana's defensive line team they've against so far. So that is something to monitor. Miami's defensive line obviously is also incredible. Um, I don't think Miami has the secondary necessarily to contend with Indiana's offensive weapons, though. And obviously, Fernando Mendoza is better than Carson Beck. I don't think there's any discussion there. So we shall see. Um, I did want to mention I started playing Pokemon Lazarus. Played it a little bit. I have enjoyed it so far. The starter options in that game are Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 9. This is a Fetty Wap occupied game, 679, baby. That's your starter selections. So I went
Oh, it's a
with
ROM hack of
Quaxley.
Emerald.
Yes, although the game looks more like Gold, Silver, Crystal as far as like the art style goes.
What?
This
Is there a reason? Like, if it's Emerald a lot, I feel like for
just because I think the like Game Boy games are easier to
yeah.
yeah. Plus, there's already a version of Emerald that exists that like a lot of people use for patches. It's like Trash ROM or whatever. Like, and that's the version that like almost all of these people use to patch. So they're like, hey, download this version of Emerald, go to this patching website, download my patch, plug into Emerald, plug in the patch, and then the download it gives you afterwards, that's the game. But yeah, it is often Emerald just because I think unless you're specifically making like a Pokemon Platinum hack or whatever, or like a black and white hack, generally it's just easier to do shit on GBA, I think, than it is like on the DS, probably.
Does playing through a game like that, does that just make you like just super fucking want a new 2D Pokemon game?
Yes. Oh my god, so bad. And that's really why I play them, is because I want a new 2D Pokemon. Best way I can do that is by playing a ROM hack. So yeah. I mean, I'd like to play a good 2D ROM hack with Fakemon in it. At least like for the starters, just so I have like new or like different starters, like something different about them, just so I can have a new experience. But like So a lot most fake mon just kind of suck. Like
Yeah.
most
Like,
fake mon, you can tell they're designed by fans and not by Pokemon Company. Uh,
cause hey, Pokemon. I think they still got the sauce. I think for making Pokemon. I think some
they've
people.
never lost it.
Yeah, people are
Never
way too
lost it.
harsh.
Yeah, well, like they even say like we explicitly don't make Pokemon look too cool. A lot of ROM hackers when they are like fan made game like they have Pokemon don't look like Pokemon. They look like fake.
Fucking
Like
Digimon.
there's a difference. Yeah, there's you could tell when
That ain't no
somebody
pocket
is
monster. That's a
making it.
digital monster.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that does it for us today. I don't have nothing else to you.
Cool. Hey, nice, quick, short pod. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. Comment anything down below and subscribe to keep catching these. But as always, keep gaming.
Deuces.